Welcome back to Top 5 Repairs. How do you fix P0172 rich code for bank number 1? If you're getting P0172, it means that your engine is running rich. In other words, it is using too much fuel. So the perfect air to fuel ratio should be 14.7 to 1. Now, if the engine is running rich, the ratio is probably about 9 to 1 or 10 to 1 ratio. Of course, if your engine is running rich, it is going to cause poor gas mileage. The next reason why you're getting P0172 is going to be caused by a bad or lazy oxygen sensor. If the oxygen sensor is not working properly and is sending incorrect data to the computer, it might cause the computer to tell the fuel injector to spray more fuel inside the combustion chamber, and this will cause a rich condition. The next reason is going to be caused by a faulty coolant temperature sensor. So the coolant temperature sensor is a thermistor, and its purpose is to measure the coolant temperature. If the coolant temperature sensor resistance is off and it is not working properly, it will send incorrect data to the computer, and the computer might tell the fuel injector to spray more fuel. The next reason why you're getting P0172 is going to be caused by a faulty map sensor. So the map sensor is usually located on the intake manifold or near the intake manifold. Now, the purpose of the map sensor is to measure the air pressure inside the intake. If the measurement is off caused by a bad map sensor, this can cause a rich condition because it is reporting inaccurate data. The next reason is going to be caused by a faulty fuel pressure regulator or a faulty fuel pressure sensor. Depending on your vehicle, it might have a fuel pressure regulator or a fuel pressure sensor. Either way, they both work the same. And the purpose is to regulate the amount of fuel going to the fuel rail. If the fuel pressure regulator or the fuel pressure sensor fail, it is going to cause a lot of fuel to get sprayed inside your combustion chamber and causing a rich condition. The next reason is going to be caused by a faulty mass airflow sensor or a dirty mass airflow sensor. So the purpose of the mass airflow sensor is to measure the amount of air coming inside the engine. If the mass airflow sensor is dirty or faulty, it cannot measure the amount of air coming in properly, and it can send incorrect data to the computer. And again, the computer might tell the fuel injector to spray more fuel than it should. The next reason is going to be caused by a faulty intake air temperature sensor. Nowadays, a lot of the intake air temperature sensor is built together with the mass airflow sensor. If you take out the mass airflow sensor, you might see there might be two wires on it. One is going to be the hot wire for the mass airflow sensor, and there's going to be another wire for the intake air temperature sensor. So the purpose of the intake air temperature sensor is to measure the temperature of air coming inside the engine. If the intake air temperature sensor is faulty or it is dirty, it is going to report the wrong temperature to the computer. Again, the computer might spray too much fuel inside the combustion chamber. The next reason is going to be caused by restriction. If the air filter is extremely dirty, it is going to prevent air flowing freely past through the air filter. Now, this is going to cause too less air and too much fuel, and again, upsetting air and fuel ratio, and it's going to cause a rich condition. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.